Namaste and welcome. Welcome to our Sunday meditation. Let us begin our time together by turning inward and meditating. O Great Spirit, saints and sages of all times, of all places, O ye path makers of old, all of ye beings of the divine form, in all of thy name and all of thy form, all of ye powers that be, the past, the present, the future, our ancestors and our helpers from all realms. Namaste. May our time together be blessed. May our time together be set aside as sacred, holy. May this time be walking upon sacred ground. As all of your life is sacred, feel it in this moment. Focus your attention at the sun center. Use the sipping breath as if sipping through a straw. And draw the energy from the limbs of your body to the trunk of your body. And gently again, sipping, draw the energy from the trunk of the body to the spinal column. And from the base of the spine, draw the energy upward to the sun center. Move this energy as a golden ball of light in front of you and sweep it, expand it and sweep it around to the left and behind you and in front of you, encasing your entire body in a golden light. Do this 2 more times. Now feel yourself safe and protected and radiant within this golden light. Begin to ascend upward above the room that you are in. Ascending above the building, above the continent, as high as you are able into the universe, beyond the earth realm. Ascend to the high plains. Reaching the highest plane, stop for a moment. And ascend further until you find yourself in your high place. Feel there the grove of the meditators. Find there the grove of the meditators, the grove of the divine. And sit upon your meditation seat within the circle of all the powers that be. Keeping your attention focused at the sun center. Pay attention to your breath. Feel the inhalation of the breath filling every cell of your being. Feel the exhalation of the breath emptying and leaving space. We'll become aware of the stops in your inhalation and exhalation. Become aware of the full chalice and the empty chalice. No effort, just awareness. Keeping your attention focused at the sun center, open your mind's eye. Feel the light, the high place, pouring into your mind's eye. Feel the light pouring down upon your crown center, filling every cell of your being, radiating, vivifying, strengthening, purifying, and cleansing. Continuing to focus at the sun center. Become aware that in the high place, you can see and you can feel the fire element, the earth element, the air element, the water element. Thou art within the ether. All of these elements have helped you on the earth plane when you have been there to create the harvest of your life. In front of you, you see a large tray created by the light of the moon, created by the light of the full moon. Now watching your breath, allow the harvest of your life to come forth so that you might see it. Allow the seeds that you have planted that have blossomed, the seeds you have planted through this past year, allow them to shine forth in their fullness in the light of the moon. Have you planted compassion? Allow it to shine forth. What goodness has grown within thy personality, within thy mind, within thy being? Allow it to shine forth. What have you done? What have you thought? What have you said that has been a blessing? Feel this goodness filling the tray, the light of the moon has created. All of your good deeds, good thoughts, good words. See them in front of you. Allow the tray to expand so there is ample room to see your goodness. And if a thought arises of something that you have done or said or thought that you're not so proud of, but you did it, it's all right. Place it there, knowing you did the best you could at that moment. You did the best you could in that time. You will do better next time, according to your own scale, no one else's. See the goodness. See the smiles you have shared, the kind words you have offered, the loving action. Now, my beloved, in front of you, directly in front of you, large, large, large mirror of the sun appears. shining the sun and the moon, lit brilliantly. Allow yourself to look into the mirror. All of the goodness, all of your good deeds. Shine on the tray of the moon and are mirrored back to you in the mirror of the sunlight. Open your mind's eye. See thy goodness. And if by chance a burr appears, a little dark spot, a little doubt, look at that. See it and say, yes, but I did my best. I've tried. And see those little forms of doubt shine and transform into light. Breathe in thy goodness. Inhale thy goodness. See thy goodness. Feel goodness. Hear thy goodness. At this point of the full moon in Pisces, linked to the balance of the autumnal equinox, be at peace. With this breath, accept yourself as you are at this moment. Just accept yourself. And see the brilliant golden light that thou art. As you see the goodness, the good Kriya, good actions, the sacred Kriya, Kriya, the sacred action, shining forth upon the tray of the moon, reflected in the mirror of the sun. Choose one thing that you have done, just one. Pick it up and hold it in the palm of your hand. And look at it. see it. Feel this goodness, this sacred action that you have done, the thought, the speech, the action. Feel it. Thou art that. Thou art that goodness. Take that good deed that you have seen, that you have done, and bring it into your heart chakra and let it expand within every cell of your being, washing away all of the doubts and the insecurities, seeing that you have done the best you could. You are doing the best you can. Accept at this moment your personality. Accept at this moment your life that you have created. Accept at this moment all of the challenges, all the blessings, all the goodness. Ananda, 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 Ananda. Sitting in the asana of meditation, sitting in the asana of meditation, think thee of thy Guru's lotus feet. Night has gone, dawn has come, night has flown, dawn has come. Wake, beloved, wake, wake, beloved. Sitting in the asana of meditation. Sitting in the asana of meditation. Thinking of thy lotus feet. Thy lotus feet lives within thee. Wake, my children, wake. Wake, my chakras, wake. Wake each chakra petal. Awaken, awaken, awaken. This is the song that you and I sing. Awaken, awake, my children, wake. Become awake, become aware. Become aware of the goodness that thou art. The darkness has flown. At this moment, the light of the sun and the moon in its fullness shine upon thee, that thou might see thy goodness. Again, return to those good deeds. See them, pick them up, hold them, crystallize them in your mind's eye. See the kindness that you have brought into the world. See the people you have helped, the pain you have lifted, the difficulties you have eased with your smile, your soft words, your sharing of your wisdom. You're letting that person in front of you at the grocery store. You're letting that car in front of you on the street, on the expressway. You're listening with care to someone in need. Awaken. See the goodness that you are. Let the doubts of unworthiness be swept from your mind at this time. Let the cloud of uncertainty dissolve away at this sacred moment. May you feel and know with the highest vibration of the Pisces intuition that thou art good. May you see the nature of life as it is, and see that within the difficulties, the burning of the ashes, the hardness of the past, the beautiful phoenix arises. The new life is formed, the new bird is formed, your new awareness is formed. Those ashes feed the foundation of your life. They fertilize the ground upon which you walk, so that you may become ever more self-aware. Again, I call upon you to look carefully with your mind's eye. Look at the mirror of your self-awareness. Look at the tray of your good deeds, the massive tray of your good deeds. See it lit brightly in front of you. And see those goodness mirrored in the light of the sun. My beloved, we began the new moon in Virgo. The sun was in Virgo, a wonderful planet in which we analyze life, but also in its lower form, in which we criticize, the mind criticizes. But you need the analysis. And we move to Pisces, the spot opposite Virgo, in which there is intuition that shines, but also in which self-deception can occur. How do we deceive ourselves? We forget our goodness. How do you deceive yourself? You forget the goodness that you are, and you emphasize and hang on to things that you're critical, that you don't like, the wrinkle on your forehead, the toe you stubbed yesterday, a harsh word you said. Let go of those, my dear. Let go of those. Let go of the self-deceit. Let go of the blindness which you are covering yourself in. Let go of the haze of self-criticism. And in this moment, lift, ascend back up again and again and again and again. Waken and see the goodness that thou art. See the goodness that thou art. I hope you can see. I can see. I can see the goodness that thou art. You remember the story and hold that mirror in front of you. Hold it, hold it, hold the vibration. You remember the story of the farmer who wanted to plant wheat. He sent his farm manager, off to find the best heirloom seeds possible, the purest, the best seeds possible. Everything in his yard was going to be perfect. Everything upon his farm and his fields was going to be perfect. It was only going to be what he planted, what he wanted. And back comes the manager. Little bag of seeds, beautiful, heirloom organic wheat, pure heirloom organic wheat. Like you when you were born into this incarnation. And they till the fields. They walk and they sow the seeds. Pretty soon, as they're out walking the fields, they see that there's two kinds of plants growing. And the farmer becomes very distressed. He says, what is this? I asked you to bring me wheat. I didn't want tare. I wanted wheat. I don't want those weeds. I want wheat. Ah, yes. C'est la vie. C'est la vie, says the manager. The wise and old grandmother comes along and says, Sun, don't worry. Just let it grow. Just let it grow. In time, you will see the value, the weeds. In time, you will see the value of the tare mixed in with the wheat. Let us get to the harvest first. Don't pull anything out too soon. And off they go. And they wait. And the harvest comes. And in the harvest, the most miraculous thing happens. Why? As they harvest, the wheat and the tare separate easily. They weigh different amounts. They easily separate. Ah, the wheat. It is lighter than the tare. The tare falls easily. They can use the tare to feed the animals. They can use the tare to build with. And they use the wheat, the grain from the wheat, to feed themselves, to feed others. What does that mean to you and me? What does that mean? We have Pisces and we have Virgo. We have the analysis, the analytical aspect of Virgo, and we have the intuition of Pisces. And then we have the self-criticism of Virgo, and we have the self-deception in Pisces. Don't live down here. Do not let that veil of self-deception fill your mind. And I can hear some of you saying, well, I don't deceive myself. Really? You're held a willing, what did somebody say the other day? A willing prisoner of your own imagination? Oh, you do deceive yourself constantly. Every time you criticize yourself, every time you call yourself some name, every time you say, oh, I can't do this, or oh, I'm such and such, or oh, I really goofed that up. Now, there's a difference between saying, yeah, that wasn't the best thing I ever did. Yeah, I know, how could I do that better? There was a fellow that came to me years ago trying to figure out how to deal with his situation with his roommate. And he said, I don't understand what I can say to him. He said, every time the rent is due, I say, are you going to have the money for the rent? And he says, well, I feel like there's enough money in the bank account to cover the rent. First guy goes, no. Is there enough money in the bank account to cover the rent? Well, I think there's going to be. Do you know how much money is in the bank account? Nah, but there'll be enough. I'll give you a check. I'm sure there's enough there to cover it. Stop. Can't you just check the balance in the bank account? Well, if this check doesn't get cashed and this doesn't, there'll be enough money. No. Now, I know it sounds silly. Who would pay the rent feeling like there's enough money in the bank account? Not knowing, not having checked the bank account, not having checked to see if there's enough money. Well, I think that's an easy deception. But what are you doing with your mind? What are you doing when you say constantly and consistently, no, I really haven't done any good in my life. No. So-and-so's better than me. They do this better than me. This person does this better than me. See yourself. See your goodness. None of you have any risk of becoming too arrogant. None of you have any risk of saying, oh, I'm so good, I have nothing to correct. No, I don't think that's your problem. On this day, when you have the opportunity, on this sacred time, when you have the opportunity, in this sacred place, when you have the opportunity, stop and see what you have planted, what you are ready to harvest, what you have planted that you can harvest and you can grow more of. Now, as we look today at the beautiful Kuan Yin who has come to bless us, right, in her form. And how the Japanese call her the Canon, Canon. And in Kyoto, there is a beautiful temple, and there are 1,008 cannons, and each cannon has 1,008 arms. And on coming of age day in Kyoto, all the people pass through. Lines and lines and lines of people pass through the temple. Take your shoes off and you walk through the temple and you receive the blessings of 1,008 canons and the priests. But what does she symbolize? This beautiful soul who is the same on the front as the back? This beautiful soul that in the astral reaches out to all realms, to all beings, to be of service, to help. Reaches out understanding and in love, to give that which needs to be given, to show you your goodness. And the light that is there, the light of the Jyoti light, the light that is within thee, the light that shines within thee. That's what the symbol is. That is you. That is you. Every act of goodness, every kind thought, every kind word, every bit of non-interfering help that you give, that you have given your whole life. It's the Kuan Yin, it's the canon. It is you feeding the goodness of life. It is you doing the best you can at this moment. And so as we go back into the meditation, I say to you, see what you've grown. Yeah, see what you know how to do. See what you've grown. See what you understand. And plant those seeds. We're going into the time of reflection as we move towards the winter solstice, the time where it will be a time of deep, deep interning and understanding where we wish to go in our lives and what we wish to do in our lives. Don't be the fellow who didn't know what he had in his bank account. And don't be the other fellow super critical. No. Do not be that. Be kind, be gentle, be understanding, be compassionate, and help yourself and help others the right time, the right way, as it is needed, not as you want, not as your personality prefers, but as you see the other person needs. You have done it and you can do it. And now in this sacred moment is the time to see your goodness. I can see it. May that which I see pour forth blessings to you so that you too can see your goodness. Focusing your attention again at the sun center. Turn your head to the left with a double exhalation. Ascend upward. Use the breath to ascend up, returning to your high place. Returning to the place where you will see and know your goodness. And as you return to your place of meditation and see that's still there is the shining tray of the moon holding your good deeds, holding your goodness. That tray of the Pisces moon melded with the Virgo sun, mirroring back to you your goodness. Keep your attention focused at your sun center. Become aware of your breath. As this mantra is chanted, feel all of the veils of self-deception and self-criticism dissolving away, so that for this moment thou might see thy goodness. Feel them dissolving away, evaporating away. Do not be afraid. If you want them to come back, they'll come. At this moment, let them go. At this moment, let them go and ascend to the highest intuition of Pisces, merged with the highest vibration of Virgo into wholeness, into oneness, so that thou will be able to see what you have grown and know what needs to be plucked and replanted so that more will grow in your life. Arahit Om. Namaste Ganapataye. Twameva Pratyakshan Tatwamasi. Twameva Kevalan Kartasi. Twameva Saravan Kalavidam Brahmasi. Tum Sak Shatat Masanityam Rutam Vachami Sacham Vachami Avatwamam Avavoktaram Avashataram Avadataram Avadataram Avanucha Namavashisham Avapashtatat Avapuristat Avadoksanatat Avachorwatat Avotaratat Sarvatomam Pahi Pahi Samantat. Tum Vinmayas, Tum Chinmayahat, Tum Anandamayas, Tum Brahmamayahat, Tum Satchitananda Dviti Hosi, Tum Pratyakshan Brahmasi, Tum Annamayosi, Annamayosi. Sarvan Jagadidan Tvato Jayate, Sarvan Jagadidan Tvatas Tishtati, Sarvan Jagadidan Twila Meshati. Tum Bhumira Ponalo Nilo Namaha. Tum Chatwari Vakpadani. Tum Guna Trayati, Tahatum Dea Trayati, Tahatum Kala Trayati, Tahatum Mular Harstityo Sinityam. Tum Shakti Traya Makaha, Tum Yogino, Dhyanti Nityam, Tum Brahma, Tum Vishnu, Tum Rudra, Indras, Tum Agnis, Tum Vayus, Tum Suryas, Tum Chandramas, Tum Brahma, Burbhupas Pharom. Ganadin Purva Murcharya, Danadin Tananantara, Manaswaras Paraha, Adhyamdula Sitchatarina Ruta Metatava Manaswarupam, Kakaro Purva Rupam, Anaswar Chancha Rupam, Bindurutara Rupam, Nara Sanam Sagihita Sandhihi, Saishakanesha Vidya Ganaka Vichihi, Nitrut Gayatri Shandaha Ganapatir Devata. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Bhakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Harihit Om. Upon this tray of the moon and the mirror of the sun lies all of the goodness of your life, all of the good deeds, all of your goodness. Pour forth that goodness. Draw it into your sun center. See it merging, the sun and the moon, the mirror and the platter, the good deeds and the reflection, merging into a ball of light. Let that ball of light become smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it is a bindu. Bring that bindu up to your sun center. Draw it towards you as close as you can while you're still seeing it. The closer it becomes, the bindu becomes an om. Bring that bindu up to your forehead, up to the sun center. And as we chant the Om mantra 3 times, bring that bindu to your Ajna chakra, to your sun center, and bring it over your spinal column. And you see that bindu in the shape of the golden light of Om at your spinal column. Feel it dissolving down the spine. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Moving into every chakric level of your being. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Moving from the spinal column to the trunk of your body, to the limbs of your body. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Feel every cell of your being filled with your awareness of the goodness of life, the goodness that thou art. And chant with me the Om Shanti mantra and radiate that forth into all of life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thou art blessed. Thou art blessed. See and know your goodness and carry that with you. Thank you for the blessings of your yoga city, of your meditative energy, for coming and joining with us today. May the full moon bless you. May the equinox be a blessing unto you. And may you continue to be a blessing unto all of those who enter your aura. Namaste. Namaskar.